What's happening, Social Sand fam? After going to the Blockchain Expo and meeting with a lot of people, I realized that there were a few things that I needed to do differently in the Android wallet beta that I had going on. And I literally can't think of one more thing to do to it than I've done at this point. Now, keep in mind, this is just the design of functionality. This is not really the design of how it's supposed to look or anything like that. This is just how it's supposed to work. That's the main thing. This is about it being a functional design that we could all use right now, today. That's it. Okay, so let's go take a look. For one thing, I made it a lot less colorful because I met somebody colorblind at the Expo, and he pointed out that he was having difficulty reading things. So as of right now, there's a lot more things that are white than there used to be. Also, I have markers on each asset as well. Keep in mind, this isn't that clean of a design, but you can tell now that this is the social send thing because there's a logo there. You can tell that this is the vitae amount because there's a logo there. You can tell this is the ohm amount because there's a logo there. Stuff like that. Now, again, this is the basic wallet interface. This will give you, this will expand your QR code and fill the screen. This will copy your QR code, and this is showing your actual QR code for your deposit address. And as usual, down here at the bottom, you've got 1 day, 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, and all, and your portfolio over time. This is showing you the amount of all of your assets and how much social send you have, and that is because we have social send selected. Again, if you selected USD, then these numbers would reflect USD numbers. Same for Bitcoin, Ohm, Vitae, etc. Right? So that's the basic main screen of the wallet. Very simple. That's it. Okay, so the redesigned menu now, this is pretty much similar to how it was before. The only thing I did differently here is that down here at the bottom, the version is a little bit smaller. You've got settings, voting, rain, address book, the exchange, staking, sending, and back to the main wallet screen. And that's the whole menu in a nutshell. Now we've got a favorites menu that slides in from the right. And the favorites menu is just, a way to click and get to your favorites instantly and right away. Keep in mind that besides having your favorites that are just individuals, such as Julie, you could also have a rain group be one of your favorites, like band or kids. Those are rain groups there that are now in the favorites. So one of the things I want to be able to do very quickly is click on your rain group in the favorites and get straight to the rain screen from there. So I think that's going to be very useful for a lot of people. This is the send screen. Now I've got it so that anything that's not selected is completely grayed out, and the send logo is now white underneath so that people who are colorblind can still see what they're doing. I was able to recover a little bit of screen real estate therefore and add a few more of your favorites down here in the send screen. So your top 5 favorites will show up right away with their icons there. This is the QR code that you click on to open the scanner. If you click this button, it does the same thing. That basically opens the QR code scanner. And in here, you can paste your anything that you've selected, any wallet address that you've already previously selected. And once again, there's the luck button and the rain button. The luck button just picks one of your contacts at random, and the rain button brings you over to the rain screen. So that's all the functionality of the send screen. Once you've selected a user, such as the babysitter, this is what the screen looks like now. Again, here we've got, for the babysitter, we've got selected USD. So therefore, she is going to, all of these numbers down here are in USD. It shows you your total USD, it shows you how much you're about to send, and then you hit send. It also shows you which network you're going to be sending it to her over, which in this case is Twitter. And then you press the send button and away it goes. The staking screen, I've done quite a bit of changes to the staking screen now. Now you select the 6 month, 1 month, 1 day, 1 year, 5 year, or 10 year for the staking, and that's going to change this bottom number here. The total here, the 885 vitae that we have here, is how many vitae we have staking, or the US dollar amount of how much vitae we have staking since we have US dollar selected there. Because we're on the 6 month mark here, then this is, all these numbers are in the 6 month range. So it's showing you you're going to make about $300 worth of Vitae in 6 months, you're going to make about a little less than a nickel worth of Ohm coin in 6 months. You're going to make a little bit less than $171 in Send per month. And then once again, BTC is just held, USD is just held. And this is your total now, showing you how much all of your assets are worth in US dollars and about how much you're going to be making in 6 months, according to the metrics. And again, you can switch to year, you could switch to 5 year, you could switch to 10 year, 1 month, or 1 day. So if you want to see how much you're making per day, then you would just click one day. Obviously, the little slider here would move over, and then you'd be able to see that very clearly. In line with that, I've been able to clean up the projection screen quite a bit. Once again, down here at the bottom, you see we've got the 1 day, 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 5 year, and 10 year, and that's going to change what you are seeing on the projection screen here. Right now, this is showing you that you're making $11.23 per day, again, because USD is selected. Once again, you could select any one of these other ones and see all these numbers in that coin as well. But we've selected USD here, and that's showing you that you're making about $11 per day, and that within a year, you should be making closer to $30 per day here, according to this chart. But this is the 1 day chart, and again, if you selected 1 month, it would show you how much you're going to be making over the course of the entire month. It would show you how much you're making over 6 months, 1 year, 5 year, or 10 years. And those are all projections. And I think we are going to have some kind of warning on here that these are just projections and that, you know, it's not a guarantee, but I think this is a lot cleaner than it was before with all the different charts on there. So should be useful. Let's see, this is the simple exchange screen, and let me get back. Where'd we go? Simple exchange screen. The simple exchange screen, now everything is white except for the logos. Other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same. You click on simple exchange, and then you could switch to complex exchange. I've removed that option down there, and again, you just select the coin you want to sell in here. This is a drop-down menu or one of those menus that has ups and downs, and you can select any one of the currencies you have active in your wallet, and then you can select any currency you have active in your wallet to buy, and then in here you enter the amount that you want to sell or buy. Once again, this is in USD right now because that's what we're working with here, but if it was Bitcoin, then this would reflect the amount of Bitcoin as well. And then you click exchange, and away you go. The favorites, the address book now is a little bit different. Favorites now are marked with a blue star. Blue because that's the social send color, and star because favorites are usually marked as stars. And I just think it's a little bit cleaner than having the check marks. Having the favorites marked as stars, just a little bit cleaner. And in this example, I've shown that these ones here are the favorites here, and obviously everybody below that is not a favorite. So, and that's how that's going to work. Pretty much no changes, pretty self-explanatory. And once again, if you enter characters in here, it will narrow this list down to only the names that have the characters you've selected in there. So this is, if you click on any one of the users in here, like say you click on the babysitter there, which is option 5, you're going to get this screen. It's going to show you the user's name, which you can click on and edit. It's going to show you their preferred default currency, which you can click on and edit. It's going to show you which network you're sending on to them on, which you can click on and edit, provided they're on more than one network. And it's going to show you which RAIN groups they're in, which you can click on and edit. And it's also going to show you whether or not they're a favorite. Here, the star is blue, so she is a favorite. If the star was black, then she would not be a favorite, and then you would know that very quickly. And also, I've added a delete button in case you want to delete that contact. I think that there should be a confirmation for that, but other than that, that's pretty much self-explanatory. Should be pretty easy to use for people. Here is the RAIN screen. The RAIN screen, once again, you can select which groups you want to RAIN on. In this example, we are just raining on our favorites. We are not raining on anybody else because those are not selected. And again, this is going to be a scroll list that you can scroll up and down full of all of your RAIN groups. And you can, once again, you can enter USD here because that's what we have selected. Therefore, it's showing USD. Therefore, it's showing your total USD. And therefore, when you enter in here, it's going to show you the USD amount. Again, if you enter the USD amount and then select one of the other ones, it will leave the amount you selected here, but translate it into that coin. So 666 worth of USD is about $444 worth of send or something like that. So if you were to enter this and then hit the send button up here, then at that point, this would show 444 send, and this would show your total of how much send you have, and this would switch to the send logo. But again, so you don't have to do the math. You can enter a US dollar amount and then have it automatically show you how much send that's going to be, and then rain the send if that's what you want to rain. These are the rain channels. Again, if you click on any one of these, you can edit who's in these rain groups. These are all fully editable rain groups. And this is going to make it really, really easy for people to go ahead and pay people that they work with. For example, in the rain example, if you're going to select bandmates, you could say bandmates, $300 rain, and automatically it would pay everybody who's in your band $100 if you've got 3 other people in your band. It's going to make it really, really easy to pay people instantly and quickly in the instance that you need to pay more than one person at a time. So that's what that's all about. Again, rain channels, all of these are editable. So once again, you click on bandmates and you can change the contacts that are in your bandmates. Same with any one of these. You can add and delete people from these at will. Once again, the voting, this is going to be voting for which coin is added to the platform next. In this example, Smart Cash has been voted for, and we have one more vote available. So you could click on Nairium and then add that, and then you would have 0 votes available, and you would have done your 2 votes for that day for those 2 coins. And those will be added to the platform next. Once again, there's a Buy a Vote button down here. The Buy a Vote button brings you to this next screen, which gives you the option to make it rain, to spend 50 of your social send and make it rain on everybody who's on the platform by pressing that button. The second you do, you get another vote, and then on the other screen it will say again, you have 1 vote available again, and then you can vote again. Just that simple. That way, any coin developer who's jumping on the who wants to be added to the Social Send platform. Say Innova really wants to be added to the Social Send platform. One of the developers for the Innova coin could buy a ton of Social Send and then just keep making it rain and rain and rain again until they have a lot of votes. And then up here it would show that they have as many votes as they purchased, and then they could vote for Innova a whole bunch of times over and over again. You know, moving their coin up the list. So that way we are incentivizing other coin developers to make it rain on our users, and also yeah, it's also really good for our users, because now our users are collecting rain just by being on the platform. I think we should have a minimum for how many coins you need to have on the platform to collect the free rain from developers. I'm thinking 10 social send or something like that, maybe 100 social send, same for the voting. And then the only screen left is the settings screen, and this is showing you that notifications are enabled, and that no cryptocurrencies are enabled, and no social networks are enabled. And you know, that's pretty much it. Obviously, to make it functional, you'd want to enable some of these coins, you'd want to enable some of these social networks, maybe even add your email address, phone number, etc. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's in a nutshell, that is what we've got going on there. If you have any questions or ideas or thoughts about how we could improve it, I'm interested in that. I've spent quite a bit of time working on this wallet at this point. I really don't think I can do much more to it. I've been working on it for a few weeks now, and I spent, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours today cleaning up and altering some of the things based on the feedback I got at the expo. The main thing that makes it quite a bit different from the expo is that I got rid of a lot of those colors, because I did meet somebody who was colorblind, and that made me really reevaluate some of the design and try and figure out what's going on there. So all right, Social Send fam, I hope you like the new design. I hope you have some feedback, some ideas. Obviously, we want to get this out as soon as possible so that users can start using it. I think this is going to really drive volume for Social Send and for all the coins on the platform. And I think it's going to really motivate some of the other developers to try and get on the Social Send platform once they see what a slick Android app we have. And the fact that the staking is linked right to Discord, or however we decide to do that, is going to make it, you know, far and away more interesting and cooler than anything that exists on the market at the moment, at least anything that I've seen. So, all right, looking forward to your feedback. Talk to you later.